Hello guys, welcome to my video. Today's video will be about personal statement. As I mentioned before, personal statement is one of the most important documents of whole your application. And the best part about this, that you are completely in control of it. So basically whatever you write, the admission committee will read. The goal of this statement is to answer the question, why do you want to become a dentist in the United States? So this is the main what you need to focus on to explain the admission committee, why do you want to become a dentist in the United States? Because you've already been a dentist in your home country, but now you moved and you need to explain why do you want to do your beloved profession here in the United States. So the character limit is 5,200 words. I would use all of them because that's your chance to talk to admission committee, and I would not waste any word, like not saying them something that you have to say. And this is, remember, this is your career life story. It has to look like a story. The personal statement has to have particular structure. I would start it with a hook, and it can be something related or not very related to your career, but might be related to your life. It has to be something interesting, maybe one or two sentences that will attract kind of the reader and make them will to read it further. It will make your personal statement not boring, because they read like tons of statements every day, and then they want to read something interesting. They kind of they want to find person who will make that interesting to them. Then next one is introduction. In introduction, you can combine it with a hook. You can explain what was going on in your hook, and you can gradually transition to your career life story. The base, I made the separate slide for the base. I will show it next. Future goals. So after the base, should talk about your future goals. I would mention what do you want to do, like clinic, maybe you'll choose clinical path, specialization maybe you're thinking about, maybe you've already had some in your home country and you want to continue. Maybe you'll do research, but be particular. Say in particular, like what kind of research are you interested in? Like have some ideas, make them interested in you. And then you need to write a conclusion. I would summarize everything above that you wrote and explain why they need to choose you in only, right? Mention that you are eager to learn because you're going to be a student. So they obviously want somebody who wants to learn, and explain them why and what do you want to learn, kind of like that. Next is I'm going to talk more about the base. So for the base, I would you don't have to talk all of this. You might pick 1 or 2 points, or I don't know what is your resume life story, but I just decided to share like general topics what you can talk about here. So you can talk about your dental school achievements. Maybe you have some medals or rewards, or maybe you did some research in school. And I would not just mention that because they might already know that from your resume. I would explain how did you work? How did you achieve that reward? Like what did you have to do? What inspired you? Make it personal. Then if you want, you can mention your personal motto. Why did you choose it? Like talk about the meaning, again, how it helps you like to solve maybe some problems, to change, maybe change your point of view on things, and obviously cite the person who said this motto. Then if you have some clinical research or volunteering experience from the home country, I would have mentioned that. And again, I would have not make it look like a resume. I would mention what did you learn and how did it make you grow as a professional. You can put particular examples with particular situations and what did you learn from particular situation, And next, how did you overcome hardships and how did it make you stronger? So if you had any hardships, I would not mention too many of them. Maybe if you have someone, you can talk about that as long as you overcame it. And I would emphasize not on the hardship. I would not make it like dramatic. I would make it like how you overcame it, how you grow as a person, how did it help you to get stronger, and how it improved your personality. Why did you move to the United States? I would definitely mention that in your personal statement because they want to know your reasoning, what happened in your life that you had to move to the United States, or maybe you didn't move yet, but you want to go to dental school, so you're going to move. But I would explain why. Then, if you have some experience, clinical research or volunteering from the United States, you can talk about that as well. But again, you need to be more specific. What did you learn? What situation happened to you? Maybe you faced some ethical dilemmas. How did you overcome them? Provide examples. Make it look like a story, like small stories combined in a big one. You maybe noticed some differences between US and dentistry in your country. You can mention that as well, but all has to be in a positive way. Then things that you need to avoid. So I would not mention cliche phrases because everyone uses them, right? It will not make you stand out. Then long names, especially the names that they don't know, or the name of your university, they already know that name. I would not use the words on these names because you have limited amount of words and you need to use all of them. That's your only option to speak to the admission committee, remember that. Then don't talk about your failures. Don't mention them. And don't mention anything negative at all. Then what do you need to emphasize? Obviously, emphasize your achievements. What did you achieve and why? Examples, experience, skills. Maybe you have some leadership skills or organizational skills, or maybe you're good in multitasking. Whatever you're good at, you want to emphasize that skill. Talk about your passions, dreams, career goals. It's good always to talk about some ethics and cultural diversity. Maybe you got to work in some cultural diversal environment, and you learned something from that, or you adjusted to new culture. I would talk about that. That's what they like to hear. And you can talk also about community problems, but again, don't use cliche like I like to serve people. You need to mention some particular community problem and how did you participate in resolution of this problem. Be specific, not general. And other general tips, your personal statement must be fluent and coherent. Your language have to be rich and you should have no grammar mistakes. That's important. It has to be in a story format. I mentioned that that's your personal life story, your career, kind of your dentistry, your story of your career life. Be honest and make it very personal. Make admission committee to kind of empathize you and make them feel your situation or what's going on in your life. Use all the character limit or all words. I already mentioned that. And remember, it's not a copy of your curriculum vitae because they already know your resume. They already saw it on Caapid. Most of the school ask for that specifically. If not, they can kind of imagine that by your application. So don't just copy, don't make it very close to your application. It can have some similar bullet points, but no more than that. And then there has to be a reason why did you put every sentence. So once you're done and you think your personal statement is good, I would read every sentence, every and each, and I would have think, why did I write this sentence? There has to be a reason. Maybe it's a transitioning sentence, maybe it's a hook, maybe it emphasizes some particular trait that you want them to know you have, but you have to know the reason why each sentence is present in your personal statement. Because they will be asking themselves the same question. What did this person wanted to tell me by this sentence? And if you don't know what did you want to say by this sentence, the chances are they won't know either. So go over whole statement and think about each sentence. This is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments below. Anyway, see you soon, guys. Bye.